Oh, hi everybody, my name's Ann Marie. I just thought I'd show you today how to make a very simple landscape using a few tools, inks and some paints. And this landscape is totally imaginary, so I'm just going to draw a square in my piece of paper. This is watercolour paper, £300 watercolour paper, just a simple square to work in, just to get rid of some of the edges. And then for my landscape, I'm just going to do some simple lines. I'm going to keep nice and fluid, just dragging a pencil across and up and down. That's a graphite pencil. This is just an ordinary 3B pencil, makes a similar line but lovely and soft. And I've got here a Sharpie pen, and if you push and pull it across, again it makes great marks. And you can go to town with, make some clouds, just keep it simple. Getting lots of beautiful line there. And I love inks as well, but before that I'm going to show you, this is an ordinary candle. You won't be able to see this, but if you drag it across, we will get that wax resist effect when we put some colour on top. And I'm also going to just pick a yellow oil pastel as well, just to do a similar thing. So lots of line, you can do all sorts of things, but I just like going from side to side because it's just great fun doing that. And then I'm going to get myself some colour. I've got a set of watercolours out here which you probably won't be able to see, but my white nights, and I'm just going to choose some blue, and I'm just going to just a light wash on the top there, and I'm going to mix a green and do a similar thing. It's a light wash across, a bit more paint. You can see it's already resisting from that wax that's on there. One colour like this. And then I'm going to add some Indian ink. I love Indian ink, and I've got it in a droplet here, and I'm going to draw with the actual droplet function. And if you just drop the colour into where you've wetted the surface with some of that watercolour colour, you can see some great lines happening now, and it's all running into each other. I'm going to add a little bit of pink too. This is called Magic Colour. It's actually an acrylic ink. I'm going to drop that into the sky just so it runs. And drop some colour here too. And there you have it. Just a very simple little landscape. You can add some water. You want to strengthen some of the areas. Oh, it's gone a bit dark now, but it's beautiful. You leave that to dry and you can work on it again. Hi again, it's Ann Marie. I brought back the first little landscape we created earlier with lots of lines and pencils and ink and some watercolour paint and oil pastels. But I just dug up, these are soft pastels, lovely soft and crumbly, and you can blend them with your finger. They make great marks. So I just thought I'd show you just some added lines and marks you can put on your landscape. So we can go in and we can use the pastel on its side. We can add some yellow with that green, and you can blend it up. There's some lovely blue in the sky. Like the pink ink, so I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to leave my cloud white. So I'm just going to add some pastel areas here. Doesn't matter if you go over this blue edge, because if you're making this to frame up, you can cover it with a lovely crisp white mount. And there, look, it's starting to come alive. Add some white on top if you want to, and we can kind of soften some of those black lines I put on earlier with the Indian ink. It's coming. Let's use this lovely blue. Just going to highlight the horizon a bit more. Perfect. I'm going to put some of this white in this cloud. Got it a bit dirty, but we'll leave that. We can draw over that one. And you just play around until you find something you really quite enjoy. Because it's just pastels, you could go over the top. Here's that cobalt blue ink, and I'm just going to put a line along here, just some added textures. With your finger you can even smush this around. It washes off your fingers quite easily. Oh, beautiful. There we are, starting to create a landscape. Hello again. I just thought I'd show you these pens. This is a reed pen made from a piece of reed and carved at the end. Sort of pen Van Gogh used to draw with. And this is one of those old-fashioned nibbed dip-in pens I remember when I used to have at school for learning writing. But they make great marks. And with my black Indian ink, which I've put in this pot because I always knock these over, you just dip it in and you just draw with it. And you can put as much pressure or light pressure if you want. And this one makes a great broad line. So you could go back in your landscape and just do the lines of the landscape. And it's just absolutely wonderful, and it's just fun because you're just dipping your pen into your ink. I'll show you the old-fashioned one I used to write with. Makes a slightly finer line too, and you can get all different kinds of these with different size nibs on them. Let's go back to this cloud that I lost slightly earlier. I just got fantastic, look at that. And it's run, and I just love the runs. The ink kind of makes the work look very exciting. Feels exciting to do as well. Great fun. Let's just do a bit of a horizon line here. Whoa, haven't used this pen for a long time. Absolutely magic. Fabulous. And you can do all sorts of up and down lines. You don't have to keep going to and fro from side to side. You can create dots in the landscape. How about that? Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And Indian ink takes a little while to dry, so you put this one to the side, then you put another one. Don't just stop at one. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Love the sky in this. We'd like to add some more white, but do that when it's all dry. Thank you.